Hi, it's Mike from Phase 1 DJ Store. I've got another product I'd like to show you today. It's a brand new product from Denon. The DN SC2000. It's their latest MIDI controller. And it is a mini MIDI controller. That's the size of it. What we're going to do in this video is we're going to let you have a close-up look at that. We're going to plug it into a laptop, of course, and we're going to show it working with Tractor Pro. Basically, as usual, very much an unrehearsed video. Just like to show you some of the features on here. We may make some mistakes, which is often sometimes a good thing, so then you can see where we go wrong. So hopefully when you get this product you won't make the same mistakes as we do. We don't profess to be any professional video presenters, and we don't profess to be the best DJs in the world, but we just want you to get a feel for this product. My first impressions is it's very, it feels like a quality item. It's got that Denon feel to it, lovely buttons on it, the dials and all the slider are of a quality. This is metal, it's made out of metal. It's got a nice bit of weight to it. It feels like a quality product. What I would expect from the Denon house of DJ equipment. Without further ado, what we'll do is we'll just quickly cut the video, let you have a quick look in and a quick zoom into the different buttons and things, and then we're going to get it hooked up to the laptop and we're going to show you a couple of little bits and bobs that I found on it already. Okay guys, cheers. So here we are back with the Denon SC2000. Just wanted you to have a quick shot of this as it's lit up, because now it's been plugged into the laptop, which you'll see there's just here, and we're going to show this working with Tractor Pro in 1 second. But one of the things I do like about this is it just lights up, so you'll be able to see what you're doing in the dark. Like I say, this machine, or this MIDI controller, can be used. You would only use one of these. You could use one and control 2 decks. You could quite easily use 2, and with Tractor Pro you could end up controlling 4 decks. But this will control two decks within Tractor. So if I press that, you'll see how it changed colour, and now this button is red. We're now on deck B. So all this control is for deck B. Press it again. We're now back onto deck A. All these buttons light up as well. So as you turn them on and use the functions, they all just come on. Every button changes colour. You could, it's going to take a little bit of getting quite used to, so forgive us if we make a few mistakes on this. We've not had a lot of practice on it, but so far I've got to say, lights up great, feels great. It's got a good, lovely jog wheel on it. It's nice and smooth. It's got a lovely pitch fade on it as well. Lights up well. But what we're going to do now is we're going to see. Got the MIDI controller now hooked up to Tractor Pro. Going to show you a few of the features that we can access on Tractor Pro via the Denon DN SC2000. As I showed you earlier on in the video, lights up beautifully. What we're going to do is concentrate just on one deck at the moment. Not going to try and do any fancy mixing or anything like that. Just want to show you some of the functions that we can do with this mixer. So of course, let's get a track playing. We've selected a track using the track select, which you scroll up and down within your record box and your menus. Load that in, and there it is. So what sort of things can we do with this MIDI controller? Again, this is very much an unrehearsed video. We've had this out of the box, managed to get it hooked up to Tractor, and we've got a few things going on already, but I'm sure there's going to be loads of videos out there that are going to go into real depth on how to use this. We're just going to touch base with a little bit of everything. So there we go, we've got the track playing. Dead simple. Now obviously what we can do with this is we can set up to 8 different cue points using the cue point buttons here. there's 4 buttons. If we press the select button, the buttons turn green, and that's the next 4. So we've got 1 to 4 on the cue points. Press the select, the buttons go green, and that's from 5 through to 8. Let's go back to setting a cue point. So we've got our cue point at the beginning of the track. Let's set cue point 2. Cue point 3. And cue point 4. We can bring these back dead easy, so 1, 2, and 4. Here we go again, we'll just do that again. 2, 3, and 4. We can go on now to set another 4 cue points using the same 4 buttons. Pressing the select button, we're going to set cue point 5. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Recalling them. Going back to our original ones, the first 4, they're all there. How do we get rid of those? Hold the shift key here, delete, 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 go select again where they've gone green for our next 4, take them out, dead easy. Let's have a look at the effects section. We've got a wet and dry knob, effect 1, effect 2 and effect 3, parameter 1, parameter 2 and parameter 3. So let's first select what we're going to put on our first effect. Holding the shift key, let's put a flanger on there. Pressing it on by depressing the button, we can change the parameter. And the wet and dry. So we've got our flanger. Let's choose another one in the next section. Let's put a gator on there. We turn it on by pressing the button. We can change the parameter. We can still bring our flanger back because we've got it here on the first one. Turn that one off. Let's pick our third effect. So we've got the flanger, we've got a gator. Let's go across to the third bank, holding the shift key again. Let's just pick a ring modulator. Obviously these effects you would use in the correct context, you would cue them up in your headphones and try it all out beforehand. But again, with this video, we want to show you how easy it is to access these things. So we have got our ring modulator. We've got a gator. And let's bring the flanger back. We can wet and dry all of those effects out by using the wet and dry. Let's take the flanger away. Take the gator away. And that's the ring modulator. the effects section. If you're familiar with Tractor Pro, you'll know there's loads of effects in there, and like I said before, we were just whacking some on there, you know, we weren't really being very accurate, if you like. We just wanted to show you that through this MIDI controller you can select all them parameters and all them different effects within Tractor. Let's have a loop at some looping. Let's start the track again. Let's get a loop going on. So loop in, and we've set an 8-bar loop there. Our Tractor has set one for us. Let's move that. We can make the loop bigger, or we can make it shorter by these buttons here. And now it's got 16 bars. Bringing that back to 8, 4, 2, 1. Dead easy. Get out of that loop, just press out. Basically, that's where we're going to leave it for now. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the Denon DN SC2000. Built really nice, lights up beautifully, works fantastic with Tractor Pro. I haven't tried it with any other programs. Apparently that it does work with Virtual DJ very well as well, but I'm a bit of a fan of Tractor Pro. Got a lot of effects on there. I think, you know, the limitations with this would be none with using Tractor Pro because of the effects section you've got up the top here. Don't forget, you only need one of these. We could select another track now on deck A, because we've been using deck B. So now on deck B, oh sorry, deck A, because we've been using deck B. And that was all from the same MIDI controller. So we've got deck A and deck B, all from the same MIDI controller. Just press the deck change, and now we're back to the deck that we were using before earlier. Just wanted to really knock that home there, that you can use this to use both decks at the same time. Imagine if you had two of these though, you could possibly control 4 decks on Tractor Pro, because Tractor Pro you can have up to 4 decks going. 2 of these and you'd control all 4. So in closing, really like the product. It's absolutely rock solid. It feels right, it looks right, it's nicely lit up, and it works brilliantly. That's Mike at Phase 1, and that was the Denon DN SC2000. Cheers.